What do you know about future lives? I had a really excruciatingly painful herniated disc. It was in my neck. I tried everything to alleviate the pain. I was on incredibly high doses of gabapentin. It was so bad the muscles were constantly spasmed up, and it never really truly took all the pain away, maybe just enough of the edge off so I could sleep a little bit at night. So I finally found my way to an energetic healer, and one thing she did was to test where this pain was coming from. And she discovered that it was coming from a future life. And at the time, I had never heard of such a thing. It blew me away. And this was a life that I had chosen to sort of contrast my current life. In my current life, my parents are very absent and were not really part of my life, and I always felt like I was robbed of my childhood, and I wondered what it would have been like with parents who went to my events and supported me in goals that I had in my life, because I didn't have that. So this future life was that very opportunity. It was a future life where my parents were helicopter parents, and I am a gymnast, and my parents were so overbearing and active in my life that it was suffocating, and I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't know how to tell them how I felt. I didn't know how to tell them that the pressure was too much and the gymnastics was no longer fun. And so my soul decided to orchestrate an accident in order to get me out of the pressure, get me out from underneath their pressure. So I fell off the balance beam and broke my neck, and I was paralyzed from that accident. And when she told me this, I instantly said, "Can I cancel that life?" Because I had already been there in my thoughts. I had already weighed the pros and the cons. I had already done the math. I had already decided that no matter how scarce the support was in my current life from my parents, I still did not want to be under pressure from expectation of anybody. I had already come to that conclusion myself before this even happened, before I herniated the disc. So I said to her, "Can I just cancel that life? Because I already know the answer to that question." Well, what is so surprising is that what I could not see, and I don't think the practitioner could see at that moment, was the reason I was having this bleed through from the future life was because it wasn't really a future life. Given what I know right now about concurrent timelines, I've been shown that that was a concurrent timeline, and it was bleeding through into my current timeline. So that accident I experienced in that other version of me was bleeding through my current life as my severely herniated disc. And I was feeling all the pain, all the agony that part of me, that other part of me was feeling in my so-called future self. And now that I understand that even better, even more thoroughly, my mind is blown again. How many of us are experiencing bleed through from a concurrent timeline as accidents, diseases? The sky's the limit. Next time something really bizarre happens to you, ask yourself, your higher self, ask your spiritual practitioner, does this have something to do with an event on my concurrent timeline? It opens a whole nother door of opportunity. Imagine it. Love ya.